Welcome to ENN On Air, our digital news show giving you the stories of today. I'm Doug Baker.
And I'm Alannah Klingsporn. Thank you for joining us.
We start tonight with Elon's Student Government Association, which has released their new bylaws for 2025 to 2026. ENN's Fiona McAllister spoke with Elon's student body president and got more insight on the changes we can expect this upcoming semester. Now let's take a look.
Elon's SGA makes changes and updates to their bylaws every fiscal year, but this year in particular, we'll be seeing a major shift in their financial funding process.
So our biggest change in our bylaws this year, I would say, is the deadlines. We're going to have people submit we've split it into a quarterly budget system. So you'll submit your budget for the following quarter during the previous quarter, basically.
When it comes to requesting funding, Cody said that SGA is moving from requests being on a rolling basis to a quarterly routine in order to eliminate extra work and stress for those going through funding request receipts.
It makes it less of a full-time job for these students who are juggling all the other things that they need to do.
And another huge difference in SGA funding is that
we are moving away from covering travel costs.
In their previous bylaws, SGA covered the cost of hotels, food, and gas for personal vehicles, but now they're not.
We just feel like it's not an equitable way to use student activity fees.
Cody said that SGA will continue to cover registration fees for conferences and other non-Elon hosted events, along with the cost of flights and university vehicles. Fiona McAllister, ENN Tonight.
SGA's typical annual budget is around $800,000, with about half of that allotted to student activities.
The Trump administration's new immigration policies have changed restrictions on where the immigration and customs enforcement can operate, allowing the agency to conduct deportations in places like schools and places of worship. The policy changes have sparked public concern in communities across the country. In Alannah County, where approximately 20% of the population identifies as a minority, including a 15.4% Latin American population, the possibility of an ICE raid has left many residents on edge. Although the district declined an interview, an ABSS spokesperson told ENN via email, quote, "We know that questions about immigration enforcement can create concern in our school communities. It's important to remember that every child has a constitutional right to attend school, and it's our priority remains to provide a high-quality education to all students and ensure we have the necessary resources to support teaching and learning. If any developments affect our schools, we will work with our state and local partners to address them appropriately," end quote.
City officials now expect the pickleball complex at Burlington City Park to be completed in early April, more than 6 months after its original date of completion last September. In addition to the City Park complex, 6 more courts are under construction at Fairchild Park as part of the same over $4 million contract approved in 2023. Recreation and Parks Director Tony Laws explained that the multi-million-dollar complex was already behind schedule before this winter's cold weather, further delaying the project's timeline. Other setbacks include rerouting a sewer line and delays with getting light poles for the project. The wait continues, but with progress picking up, Burlington residents may soon be able to break out their paddles.
The Alannah County Community Remembrance Coalition hosted its annual vigil for Wyatt Outlaw, who was lynched in Graham, North Carolina in 1870. ENN's Angelina Fantaroni has the emotions behind the event.
The steps of the Alamance County Courthouse in Graham were the site of prayer.
When the chaos of this dies down, give us a lasting spirit of solidarity, O Lord.
Song.
Let it shine all in the world. I'm gonna let it
And emotion.
I have complicated feelings because you can't make any of this stuff right? Like you can't fix it. But we do these things because we as a community should acknowledge the blood that's in these souls. The blood that was spilled injustly.
The annual vigil features soil from the 3 documented lynching sites in Alamance County.
It's really important for the community to learn about our history because we'll never be able to move forward and make progress until we understand what has happened in the past.
The coalition works closely with the Equal Justice Initiative to educate the community about history in Alamance County.
They provide guidance along the way as we work on our soil collection project, which we did in 2021, which the soil's here today for people to interact with.
In front of the courthouse lies a Confederate monument. The coalition says they recognize the history behind it, but want to add plaques of the 3 lynching victims.
The South is not just Confederate soldiers. The South is also this other part of our history that we have of racial terror.
The vigil ended with attendees lighting candles together in solidarity of Black history. Angelina Fantaroni, ENN Tonight.
To learn more about this visual and its meaning, visit elonnewsnetwork.com.
North Carolina native Christy Wilkins is building her singing career from the ground up. ENN's Rachel Hawley has more.
From local bars such as Lucky's Saloon in Burlington, singer-songwriter Christy Wilkins is sharing her talent and passion for music. The solo artist writes songs to share her experiences and hope others relate.
I love writing, and I want to write with purpose so that people can listen to my music and relate to it, and if they're going through something heavy, that my music can kind of be uplifting to them.
She hopes to create a space where people can find comfort in her music.
Music just brings joy to people's lives, and if I can be a part of that, then I want to.
And while she's strayed away from this passion in the past, she always comes running back home.
I'm just excited to see where it's going to go because I do feel like this is what I'm meant to do for the rest of my life.
While Wilkins loves performing locally, she strives to make it big.
I love playing at venues that I can really meet my hometown people, but ideally I want to travel. I want to go on tour, and I'm taking the steps to do that.
Though Wilkins feels as though her soul craves it, living in a musical lifestyle is a struggle.
This career is not easy. There's a lot of sacrifices that have to be made.
But says that her community is the reason she continues.
There are moments where I feel so down and I just want to quit. And you know, they're my backbone. And I cannot be more grateful at the amount of encouragement that they bring me.
Rachel Hawley, ENN Tonight.
Wilkins' music is available on all streaming platforms, and information on future shows can be found on her Instagram. Elon University's annual Relay for Life event will take place at 6 p.m. this Friday in the Phoenix Activities and Recreation Center. The 12-hour event is aimed to help raise money for the American Cancer Society, with funds going towards patient services and cancer research. Last year, the event helped raise over $46,000 and had around 400 participants. This year's event will feature guest speakers, games, and performances from various Elon groups. To register for the event, you can visit relay.org/Elon.
That's all we have for you this evening. Thanks again for watching ENN On Air.
For all the news you need to know when we're not on air, visit our website elonnewsnetwork.com.
And follow us on social media at Elon News Network.
Have a great night, Elon.